All right, welcome back here to the class of 1923 arena. Jackson Boucher alongside my partner, Tommy Toohill. So, Tommy, a 1-0 lead here for Westchester coming into period number 2, but that does not necessarily tell the full story of what happened there in period number 1.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing Jackson I will definitely say was it felt like we were saying, it felt like there was a barrier. Once the Westchester Golden Rams got into the offensive zone, they couldn't even get any offensive zone pressure. And then after that, a shot, gets a weird rebound, you feed it through in front, back door wide open, get to bury it. And they're getting outshot and almost outplayed, you would say, but nonetheless, they got the 1-0 lead.
That's right, 16-5 in favor of the home team here, UPenn. Here go the Rams. That one skips back to stick of Julia Ryan here. Here comes Ryan past the red line. Here she goes in the Westchester zone. She puts a shot on. That one goes right through. So right out of the gate, Mulvaney had it for a second, but goes right through that 5-hole. And we're even at 1.
And just like that, we were talking about it in the first half or in the first period, Jackson. We'll get to look at the replay right here. One, Julia Ryan has definitely had the speed coming into this one. That month break did not matter. If you put a puck on the net, you might as well have a good chance to score. Mulvaney, once again, thought she had it. You could tell she squeezed, but it's always a bad look for the goaltender when they look back and they realize that puck's right across the goal line.
So all of a sudden, Julia Ryan puts one in the back of the net, and we are even here pretty early in period number 2. Here come the Rams the other way. Shot. That one goes wide. Going to stay here in this UPenn zone. That was Hayter fighting for it. Skips back now. Here comes Power the other way. Past the red line she goes. Power into the Westchester zone. Upended there as that was Jacoby making the play. Along the near wall. Little jar for the puck there. It'll roll on back, and racing back for it is Pierce Hayter. Pierce Hayter, the captain of this UPenn team. That one taken away. Here they go into the zone. The poke check there. Try to feed it back behind the net. That one taken away by Power. Unable to fully clear it. It'll stay here. Trying to weave through her defender. Deflected again, but Quakers unable to clear it. From the point. Pass down low. Couldn't quite get through. Now centering one Power. Got her stick on it. Here comes Power the other way with some speed. Fiona Power into the zone. She'll fire when that one goes wide. That was Sun with it. Along the far wall. Take it away, but now there's Silvati. They'll fight for the puck. Silvati still fighting for it. Now Sun. Couldn't quite get much power on that one. There's Silvati again. Couldn't get her stick on. Obviously didn't want to go offside there. She hits the ice. Here they go the other way. Westchester. 1v1 there. Nice defense. Showing off by Julia Ryan, who scored the lone goal here for UPenn. Little reset here. Into the zone. That's Thrasher. Now the other way. 2-on-1 developing. Here they go with numbers. Shanks with it. That one a little bit too high. Still remains here in this zone for Westchester. As Thrasher will race back to the puck. Thrasher with it on the near wall. Couldn't get it fully out. Now Luxick the other way. Luxick trying to meet two defenders there. Dragopoulos with it for a second. Now here come the Quakers the other way. Here's Hiller. Very dangerous with the puck in her stick. That one, the rebound. There you go, score. Hiller putting the pressure on, and there for the rebound is Thrasher.
And that's just a fantastic play right there off the rush. Take a look at it right here. Obviously, Hiller has done it time and time again here. Going on the backhand, good cut forward, and Allison Thrasher, that's what you want to see right there. Just crash the net. You don't always have to have the pretty goal. Sometimes you got to be down in the dirty areas, try to get it in the blue paint. That's exactly what she does, and just like that, we got a 2-1 game.
So, Tommy, first 20 minutes of play, 1-0 in favor of the road team. All of a sudden now, not even a full 4 minutes into period number 2. It's 2-1 in favor of Penn. All of a sudden, maybe the shots on goal becoming a factor here. Still 20-6 in favor of the Quakers. Now Westchester the other way, as that was Luxick. And that one going to be called for an offside.
Yeah, Luxick just thought she had her foot right on the line as she was picking up that puck, as she lost it going into the zone, but she just overskated a little bit. So we'll get a neutral zone draw for him. But once again, face-off dot's been pretty even, but if you're looking for Westchester right here, you got to start winning a little bit more of them and start to, once again, tilt the ice more in their favor.
So face-off win here for Penn. As there's Hiller with it. Again, Hiller the assist there on that previous goal that we just saw. Hiller behind here for Ryan. Julia Ryan. Stretch pass over. Had to take it out of the zone there. Reset. Julia Ryan with it. As Ravigo with it there. Along the far wall here. Back behind the red line. They'll reset again. Here is Hiller. Caroline Hiller with it. She is the points leader for this Quakers team. That one goes wide. Along the near wall they fight. There's Sun there you saw in the mix. Centering pass, take it away. As that was Minton. Still in this Penn zone here. Now they go. That one. The save made there as you saw it. But again, Penn continuing to apply pressure.
Absolutely. Jackson, I mean, right there. Once again, we were talking about it. Fiona Power doesn't have a goal this season. She's clearly continuing to make the pressure. She clearly wants to get one behind or in the back of the net before this season is over. I would like to see more cuts towards the slot. If you're Westchester, you got to start walling that off a little bit.
Another draw won by UPenn here. As there's the captain, Hayter, with it. Hayter goes behind the net. Along the near wall. Kind of upended there as you saw Jacoby fighting for it. They'll continue to battle it. Now Sun leaves it behind. Shot for the point there. Deflected away. Hayter with it now. She'll spin. Kind of lost track of the puck there. Along the far wall. Power. Able to get past her defender. Power. Making a move. Won't go. The rebound opportunity was there, but she couldn't cash in. Here come the Gold Rams the other way. Even strength. Nice poke check there, as you saw. As that was Steck with it. We saw some nice poke checks earlier, so she's continuing what she did there in the first period. And Tommy, I just noticed, as you'll see, number 1 actually now is a net for Westchester, Ashley Van Triest.
Yeah, I was about to say, Ashley Van Triest, 3-3 on the year, 846 goals against average, 775 save percentage, only 186 saves on the season. I guess just with the last game, trying to get everyone a little bit of the taste of the action, might as well.
Yeah, it's an interesting adjustment there. Jacoby pass over. That one lifted into the Penn zone. Icing waved off. Centering pass, that one a little too out of reach. That one laid up for Thrasher. Here comes Thrasher. She'll put one on net. Pad save there is a big collision right behind the net. Thrasher hitting the ice. As that was also Jacoby, who you've seen bring some physicality here in period number 2.
Yeah, the physicality has definitely been here all evening. Intriguing whistle there from the official. I guess he just lost track of the puck, which is always just the thing you want to do. Once you don't see what's going on, you might as well whistle it, but that play was still technically live. Nonetheless, though, big defensive zone draw here for the Rams.
Yeah, Rams able to win it. But again, it'll stay here in the Penn zone. Nice deflection there, as you saw. That was Huff making the defensive play, but again, still stays in this Golden Ram zone. That one skips along the boards. Go fight for it. We saw Dragop was fighting with it. Deflection there. That one goes wide. Thrasher again putting one on the net. Here's Huff with it, trying to get it out. It'll go right back to her. Maddie Huff again, trying to clear. That one taken away. Nice anticipation to jump that passing lane. Ryan skating along, showing off the forecheck there. That one will go past the red line. They'll have to regroup here. The Quakers will have to. Again, 2-1 lead for them. About 12-15 left here in period number 2. Thrasher again. Sent that one down low. Chloe Cameron was able to get a stick on it for a second. Now Huff will go back forward. That one will kind of go all the way down the boards here. And Ryan will race back for it. That pass, a little too out of reach. Icing is waved off, though, so Huff will go back and grab it. Maddie Huff, here she goes, kind of maneuvering her way through some defenders. And another one right there, so Huff past the red line, into the zone she goes. Huff, a shot. That one going wide. Nice hit there, as that was, you saw Power using the body a little bit. Now Steck with it. Elena Steck, one of the seniors honored tonight during senior night. Steck leaves it behind for her teammate Power. Off the mark and then freezing it is Van Schreist.
Yeah, smart play right there by the netminder. Once you realize you see all that all those white jerseys kind of starting to converge towards your net, you might as well just freeze it down. The official's always going to give you that whistle.
So Westchester will change and we'll do a draw here from the right-hand side of the netminder. Face-off one here for the Rams. Jacoby along the boards, trying to get it out. To not much avail. There's the other number 10, Power, with it for the Quakers. Nice block there is the sacrifice for the Golden Rams. Power with it. Power. Pass neutralized. She'll head into the zone here. Skating around almost everybody. As Minton had it for a second, taken away. That was Martin with it. Here the Golden Rams go. That one sent down low, and freezing it wisely is Harden, who again has not seen much action, especially here in period number 2.
Absolutely. I mean, once again, the hard work starting to pay off here in the first half of this second period for the Quakers. They're just dominating. They're getting to the loose pucks. They're fighting in the corners. And realistically, it's just been tough to get any offensive momentum here for the Golden Rams. But after this offensive zone draw opportunity, you got to win it and try to get something going.
Which they do not, as UPenn there winning the draw, but they'll fight for a second. Now Ryan with it. Ryan. Here she goes. Past the blue line. Ryan trying to shake her defender. Ryan. Strong defense there from Jorlapit. Misses that one. Going to circle back all the way to Harden. Harden let it go for a second. The net was wide open for a chance, but UPenn lives to tell the end of the story.
I mean, my goodness, I thought I was about to see a throwback to the 2010 quarterfinals. Mike Richards going right through, bodying and getting a goal, but nonetheless, good heads-up play by the defenseman there from the Quakers, making sure that does not end up in the back of the net.
Yep. So now Westchester behind the net. Nice play defensively by Hayter, the captain. Showing off her defensive skills. That one goes wide. Remains here in the zone. Left behind, Drolopoulos. That one deflected out in front. But 9 minutes to go here in period number 2. 2-1 advantage for UPenn. Ryan leaves it behind. Now Hayter. Here she goes, the New York native. Up for Ryan. Ryan, nice move on her defender. Ryan gonna shoot. That one, I think it got caught iron.
That did. Beat the goaltender, just couldn't beat the post.
So fortunate break for Westchester as bodies hitting the floor again. As Savati, here she goes. Shot, and she scores! Francesca Savati puts it in. It's a 2-goal advantage for the Quakers.
And once again, taking a look at it right here, Julia Ryan, a senior, got the first one. After that, another senior here showing up on senior night. Silvati, nice deke right there, getting right past the blue line. Knew she had a chance to beat Luxick. And then obviously we did see her counterpart just miss it off the post earlier, and Hayter goes right there and beats Van Trieste glove side.
So a pair of goals for a pair of seniors here tonight, like you just said, Tommy, on senior night. That one might have hit the crossbar. Thrasher trying to get it out. That one skips off the boards, but taken away by Steck. Here comes Steck, showing off some speed of herself. Steck trying to get the angle. Behind that she goes. Wrapping all the way around. Steck puts one on, but the save made, as that was Van Trieste. So again, 2-goal lead for UPenn. Again, first period, we saw Mulvena be very solid, but all of a sudden the switch is flipped. It's a 3-1 advantage. Another face-off win here for the Quakers. Steck with it. Puts one on net. Rebound opportunity there. And the save is made, but certainly another chance for the Quakers. There is shot number 26.
That's definitely been something in the second period that the Quakers have done a better job of, is seeing there's been rebound opportunities. You got to crash the net. They've gotten a couple good chances. They've gotten a goal off of it, off of the Thrasher score. So once again, we'll continue to see how that works here. Penn's got to try to get take some advantage more on those ones to try to lengthen this lead.
Power in her own zone. Here she goes. Shakes her defender. Power. Full head of steam into the zone. Power skating all the way around. Trying to center it there. Taken away. You saw Luxick there. Now Steck. She'll go behind the red line. They'll reset here. The Quakers do. Just about a reach for Steck, but still able to keep possession here. Steck along that near wall. Deflection there. Now Hiller. Caroline Hiller puts one up. That one blocked out in front. And it's got a high stick called.
Yeah, Hiller just played that with a high stick, trying to control that loose puck. So that will be a whistle. Should just be a face-off. No penalty or anything like that, as these two will get a quick line change. But once again, looking at it here, I almost feel like I'm a broken record talking about it, but it's got to start in the face-off dot here for Westchester if they want to start to get any momentum going. And it'll be great for the captain.
Yeah, the captain there, the win here for Hayter. Ryan showing off the stick handling. Couldn't get that one on net, though. Nice poke check. Captain Martin had it for a second, taken away. A kick save there for Van Trieste. Behind the net. As that was DeClercia, whose name we haven't really heard much in the second period. Here's a shot from the point, a slapper. That one deflected out in front. Rubaga with it for a second. Still in this Westchester zone. They'll try to clear here, and they do get it out. So racing back for it is going to be Rubago. Past the red line, as that was Sun. Now Hayter. Hayter from an angle puts it in. She scores. The captain, Pierce Hayter, puts one in the back of the net. It is 4-1 in favor of the Quakers.
And that's just fantastic right there from the captain. Right here again in the neutral zone. Had a lane, goes through. None of the defensemen challenge her, so she says, you know what, I'm going to get my high opportunity shot right there. And that time they're going to beat the goaltender blocker side.
So goal number 13 on the season for Pierce Hayter. All of a sudden is a 3-goal lead for the Quakers. 2-on-1 developing. Steck standing strong there, helping out her netminder. Behind the net, she plays it. Steck. Along the far wall, lifts that one up. Couldn't get it out, though. Now the Quakers able to get out. Steck, you see fighting for it still. Thrasher. As that'll go back into the Westchester zone. That one laid up. Able to get past her defender. There comes Steck. Showing up her anticipation. Steck with it. Still with the puck is Steck. Kind of fanned on it for a second. That one will skip out and then back into the Westchester zone. Cleared there. Into the zone they go. Steck again. Showing off her defense. They'll play it along the far wall there. A shot. Nice save. And that one will stay out. Chance there for a second. Again, still in the zone. That one sent down low. Centering pass there. Shot from the angle couldn't go. Westchester still here with it in the zone. Huff with it. Block there for Steck. That one sent on. Another save for Harden. As finally, Faith Harden will freeze it. Couple chances there for Westchester. And some chances they really kind of do need at this point.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's something good you want to see right there from the Golden Rams. Obviously, the deficit now being a 3-goal game. At this point, you just got to start throwing pucks on net, looking for rebound opportunities, like the odd angle shot, especially because if the goaltender can't corral it, could possibly, once again, drop towards that blue paint, crash the net, try to get an ugly one.
So a draw win here for the Quakers. Ryan with it. She has no problem going coast to coast. Here goes Ryan. Leaves it behind. Centering pass. Beautiful setup there, but couldn't quite get it. Nice positioning there from Van Triest. Still in the Quaker zone. As Hiller. That one sent down low, taken away. Couldn't clear it though. Hiller. Along the near wall. That one skips back and then into the Penn zone. Ryan will head back and grab it. Mintan. A little miscommunication there with her teammate. About 3 minutes left here in period number 2. UPenn really in full control right now. Centering pass. Couldn't get through. That was open for a second, but that one couldn't quite find its way into the back of the net there. Now Mintan with it. Here she goes past the red line. Into the Westchester zone. Over for her teammate. A shot there. Glove save. Trying to clear it are the Golden Rams, and they do. That one will make its way down. Icing waved off. Grace Urbago with it. One of the seniors honored tonight. Centered there. Taken away, but then back into the stick of UPenn. There's Ryan with it. Sent along for the points leader in Hiller. DeClarecia with it, back. Now for Jacoby. There's Ryan again showing off for active stick. Ryan makes a move, can't score, but there's the rebound attempt, and she scores! Catalina Hiller puts one in. So make it 17 goals on the season. In just 11 games played now, you see her make the move there.
And that's just, once again, following up the shot. Fantastic job right there by Ryan. Once again, cutting towards the middle, trying to have an opportunity. And once again, like she's done it all year, Catalina Hiller going to the dirty spots, poking it in, and just like that, that's 5 second period goals for the Quakers.
Here comes the captain the other way, as that was... So stay here in the zone, into the Penn zone. Again, if you're the Golden Rams, you got to take advantage of every opportunity right now. Still a lot of time left, but again, full control right now for the Quakers. That one sent down. That was Drolopoulos. And freezing that one is Harden. So with just over a minute left, full control.
Yeah, and we will get another draw here. Once again, it's been the Quakers in the face-off dot, dominating, figuring it out. They are clearly playing at their pace. They're loving what they're seeing right now. If you are a Penn Quaker fan, for the Golden Rams, you're not going to get a 4-point goal. So you might as well just start to do the little things right now. Continue to just keep the pressure on and just try to see one go through.
Here's the captain, Kirsten Martin, with it. That one sent down low. Power now along the far wall. Kind of upended there. Again, they'll play along. Just over a minute left here in period number 2. Still 20 minutes. Well, over 20 minutes to play here, but now Steck with it. Past the red line. She heads into the zone. Steck centers that one. Getting a stick on it there was the Golden Rams. Poke check there. They'll play along in neutral zone. Or neutral ice there. Into the UPenn zone as Hayter will corral it. Now Power. Here she goes, showing off a little speed there. Power. Couldn't get one on net there. That one centered out. That one going wide. Just over 10 seconds left to play in the period. Fight along the near wall. Centering pass. But Sun couldn't get it on the net there. As that will do it for period number 2 in what was a dominant one for the Quakers. They score 5 goals in 20 minutes. And all of a sudden, Penn on this senior night in this kind of bonus game here in the late March now. The Quakers in front here at the class of 1923 arena. That'll do it for period number 2. Still 20 minutes coming up, period number 3. So stick around here on the Sports Fan Base Network.